go.
Got it.
Fresh off the biggest show he's ever had. My 40th birthday. Kyle Demko. How are you, buddy?
What's up, man? It
Biggest
was
show of your life.
intense. It
Oh
was
yeah.
intense.
I wouldn't say that. It was.
Dude, I'm
It was
telling you,
a.
there were some people that I look up to that were there that I was like, this is the big time. This is the big time.
Like who? Other than me, of
Well,
course.
Josh.
Oh, Josh Turner for sure. Yeah.
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 Yeah. There were a couple other ones,
Yeah. Yeah. Vinny from the V-Spor.
I don't want to keep, dude, I want to keep name. Yeah. Well, I was going to keep name dropping, but yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny was there.
A-list party,
Vinny's wife was there.
Vinny's wife, Vinny's kids, all
Vinny's
10 of them.
It was something.
He just kept coming in. It was like a clown car. Just
Yeah, I'm glad to be talking to you. I'm so excited.
Dude, I'm glad. I'm hoping you're feeling better.
Yeah, I am. A little dehydrated.
You text me after the party was over. I'm trying to pay you. And you're like, dude, I went outside. I threw up. I got overheated. I'm like, dude, are you okay? Do you have COVID? You were just singing to my family.
No, I was drinking. I was drinking a little before that. I'm glad we're starting the show off like this.
Buddy, I got a hat made at work today just for you. A little camo hat. I wanted to represent for the creator of Mud Cricket.
What does it say?
Oh, it says "Relax, Rad." It's an Axelrad hat. I forget if my boss had a story behind it, but obviously the words has the name Axelrad in it. Relax, Rad. I don't know if there's a story or not. I forgot. I think I asked him one time, and if there was a story, I forget what it was. But yeah, my mom gave me this hat, this camo hat. I don't know why. I think because I was wearing an Axelrad kind of like a jacket. It had camo in it. And she's like, "Do you like camouflage?" I'm like, "I mean, sure." She's like, "I have some hats that I bought that no one's going to use. Do you want one?" I said, "Sure." So I took it, and I took it to work.
I want to get one too, though.
And I had it, embroidered with Axelrad.
Yeah,
fine company.
Dude,
fine company.
I almost wore my Marcus Welliver one tonight. It was very close. I just threw this one on.
That guy's a bum. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of his shit.
He's out of here, dude. He's going.
I'm gonna have to blow him to get him on the show.
He's out of here. He's hitting the road. He's gonna go do it.
That's why I commented today or yesterday. Yeah. I said, "Hey, maybe Marcus will come on before he blows up." And he's
I'm never gonna talk to him after that.
I won't get a chance. Tail, he said, "Yeah." So I guess I had to blow him.
He's gonna be busy hanging out with Morgan Wallen real soon.
Yeah, sure. What a talent! I feel like he came out of nowhere too.
I said it here first. Yeah, my favorite story about him is that when Anthony and I were running the open mic back in the day at King's, he hit me up, and he's like, I got a couple of country songs that I play, and like he was just starting, and he like shows up, and we're hanging out, and I'm like, we're drinking beers. Like 2 months went by, and he like invited me out to his 21st birthday. I was like, we're out drinking, like taking him to bars, and he's like underage.
Oh boy,
this was 7 years ago. So
good. You covered under the
I'm clear.
Limitations.
I'm clear and free. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, never happened.
I don't know. Yeah, I love that though. He's a nut. He's got a whole town behind him out there.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Yeah. You got to take the risks,
Yeah, him and I mean the other guys. It's crazy because like everyone in that band does their own thing, and they're all nuts. Like they're all so. You got Elward, who Elward can do his own thing anyway, and the fact that they teamed up was, nuts. Then you got Mitch and Lee, and they do their own thing, and Johnny plays with everybody. Dirk plays all around. They're nuts, dude. They're a bunch of talented freak shows. They're so good. They are. They're all so good.
Well, I'm excited to see what happens.
For sure.
Maybe he'll grace me with his presence on my show.
We gotta get him on. We gotta get him on here.
I know. He keeps telling me, he's like, I'm bad with scheduling. He told me to tell you to schedule it for him.
He'll send me screenshots sometimes of stuff, and I look at his phone, and he's got 300 text messages.
That's insane.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
you're sick, man. I don't know how you do that.
I have 10,169 emails.
That makes me want to throw up. So,
Buddy, that beard is looking fantastic.
oh, thanks, dude. I'm gonna grow it out a little bit. I'm gonna keep it going. I
Yeah.
had it going after COVID. It was like kind of down to like here, and I like look at pictures of it, and I just like reminisce. I'm like, I'm doing it again.
It's thick. It's well shaped.
Dude, I appreciate it.
You look like
I'm
you
working
should be
on it.
like some kind of emoji, like a
I'm
beard
like,
emoji.
come on,
I'm pretty sure there's an emoji in here that looks
Popko.
like you right now.
You can't keep gassing me up like this, man. Come on.
Oh, you're
I
rocking
got
the sleeveless Dunder Mifflin hoodie. Like, come on, bro.
just what I'm lounging around. I have
Are you?
sweatpants
Are
on.
you? What are you trying to do to me?
I was off today. I have sweatpants
I
on.
feel like
Just
I'm starting to blush.
Why aren't you looking at me?
I'm looking for this beard.
Why are you looking down?
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about what I'm doing down here.
Oh, it's so funny.
You leave it alone. But Kyle, it's been a long time, not since I've seen you, obviously, but you were on the show when I was doing the podcast with Alt Natives After Hours. I think that was back during the pandemic, so it was probably early 2020.
Yeah, I remember doing it right next to my Christmas tree.
Did you?
I don't know. I leave it up all year. I don't. Never mind.
I was gonna say, I think it was early to middle of 2020. I forget.
Yeah, it wasn't around
But,
Christmas. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, this was Christmas time. Check out this sweet sign my wife got me. Grinch Street. She calls me the Grinch. So we will be together for next year. It'll be 15 years, right?
Yes.
And she loves Christmas, loves it. I fucking hate it. I hate Christmas. I hate everything about it. I hate. Well, actually, I don't hate everything about it. I hate.
I gotta get going. Actually, I can't do this. What's wrong with you?
I hate getting ready for Christmas.
Knock it off.
I don't like the whole like I gotta dig the shit out of the basement, like lug it upstairs, like I'm outside on ladders, hanging stuff from the fucking roof, like. And every year we get in a fight because I'm an asshole. Like I'll admit it. I'm a Grinch, you know. But this year I have yet to be an asshole. We got one tree up.
It's not even December yet. You have time.
Yeah, but buddy, we got one tree up. I was outside yesterday hanging some lights outside to try and get a little bit ahead of it because I think today is November 14th. It's going to snow tomorrow, I believe, for what I'm told. So I'm already behind. But we go away after Thanksgiving, like that weekend. Yeah. So that weekend shot, and then her birthday is the weekend after that. So I feel like you blink, and after Thanksgiving, it's fucking Christmas, and we got 2 kids now, and it's just there's no time. There's no time.
No, I always think I'm gonna buy all my Christmas presents like somehow in between like Thanksgiving and my birthday, and I never do. And then I'm shopping on Christmas Eve. Dude, this year I already got a couple big gifts for people. I had a nice week at work for around Halloween time, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get a bunch of it done with right now. And I went and I went and got a bunch of stuff. It wasn't even November.
There you go.
I nailed it.
Good for you.
Yeah, well,
it's proactive.
It's a first. It's a first time for everything.
Proactive. So, I love it.
Yeah, well,
but yeah.
I'm just trying to be better every year.
You have to, right?
I don't know.
But yeah, I haven't been an asshole yet this year to my wife, which is pretty good.
Dude, good job, man.
I'm such a piece of shit though. Like
marriage sounds sick.
What?
I said marriage sounds sick.
It is.
You got a Grinch sign behind you.
She bought it for me too.
Do that impression you were doing before the video started.
Which impression? Of the Grinch?
Impression, yeah, the one that you were doing.
That was you.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. It was me, actually. You're right.
That was you.
Oh, man, you're funny. You're cracking me up.
We're talking about Christmas, right? And, Kyle, you're not only like, a great human being and a musician and you sling drinks like nobody's business. I see you out slinging pizzas with your buddies down at
Love
the
it.
farmers markets. You're playing birthday parties for celebrities. You take some time. you you take some time to give back too. You organize Toys for Tots every year. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. This year it's December 3rd, and I'm not sure what year you're in now. I mean, I don't know if the pandemic kind of put a year hiatus on it or whatever it might be, but you've been doing this for a long time. Talk to me a little bit about, Toys for Tots, what it might look like this year, how it all started in previous years, and just why you do it.
Yeah. I mean, a couple, some people that know me already kind of know the story, and it's humorous like to talk about because it actually was like right when I had been jamming with the guys like with Tyler and them and like Mike and Luke, and we were like we should like me and Marcus were actually talking. We were like we should get an open mic going or something tomorrow, and it had been a Sunday, and we were just like let's go hang out. Both of us are off and like this and that, and that was the plan. And I was like let's host an open mic and actually just get really drunk, like so we jokingly were dead serious. I mean, we were serious, but we were like laughing about it. But then he was like, "Hey, actually, the guys are all going to come out. We're going to set the band up and we're going to just jam." And I was like, "Well, let me text my guys," and that's what we did. And then I actually ended up talking to him, and we pushed it back a week and got a bunch of other people involved and hosted it at King's and Mountaintop on a Sunday, and it was awesome. So it went really well, and we've been doing it for years now. And when COVID hit, we decided since it like couldn't be packed at any one spot, we spread it out at a couple different places where I knew there was going to be music and this and that, and we kind of did that. And then last year, we put it in one area and spread it out so that it was all within like relative walking distance in downtown Wilkes-Barre. And this is like the fifth year we're doing it, and same thing. We kind of planted it in one spot. There's a couple other spots like the V spot. Emo night that night is actually going on with Cavestine and Hirsch, and they're actually going to donate some stuff from their merch sales to the event. And we got a bunch of really cool people like linked up in it, and everyone honestly just jumps on board because like why not, man? Like we all play all the time, and like our area is so saturated with music, and there's just got to be a point where like you have to like make you have to make stuff happen. I mean, like there's a lot going on, but like you also can't let like you can't just like let everything come to you unless like you're like Tori or Dustin and like you're a killer and you're out there doing it 5 days a week. I mean, like there's a lot of other musicians in the area that play like once or twice a month, and and it's great. But I think every once in a while you got to plant your feet and like make something happen, and that's what we were trying to do. And it's gotten bigger and bigger every year with this event. Everyone's really cool about jumping on and giving some time into it, and we're just really excited for it to kick off because this is gonna be a good year. Last year was really great, and like I said, it was like the biggest one so far. Like I said, the Marines came out that night and they're dressed up, and they they were out representing the event, and it was a lot nicer last year than it's been, and I think this year is going to be even better than that. So I'm just excited that it's continuing to be a thing,
So it kind of happened by accident, almost like it started by accident.
Yeah, for sure. Like it was like kind of a joke in the beginning, like, and then we ended up getting a bunch of other people that were awesome involved in it, like that were just willing to come up and like jam. And honestly, that's the coolest part about the area. Everyone's like friends. I've talked about this with you before. I think it's hilarious. Like, I mean, a couple of my best friends are like some great musicians, and um, just a bunch of us. We all kind of know each other, and I feel super fortunate for that. But I mean, when you do these kind of events like this, then you just text your friend and see if they want in on it. Makes it really, really great, and it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, like I mean, hosting it, everyone makes it very easy.
Yeah, I'm really impressed that you forged ahead in 2020. I guess it was when you had to kind of have it at different locations. I remember I came out. I made it a point to was cool. I went to the dollar store in
Tomato
Pittston.
bar.
I went to Tomato Bar and dropped it off, and I got food at Tomato Bar. So I got the toy, came and saw you, got dinner. It was sweet. But I mean, how important was it to you to, especially that year too? Like, it's such a tough year for everyone. People are losing their jobs and families are struggling and all that kind of stuff. And, you easily could have said, hey, you know what? Let's just scrap it this year. It's a lot of work. We're doing multiple locations. You're running around like crazy. Like, how important was it for you to, especially that year, continue to keep on going?
Um, I mean, it is because like I definitely want it to be a thing where, um, it's like it's still pretty young and it's not the biggest event, in Wilkes-Barre, and I get that, but it's growing, and I think in the near future it's going to be a really big event. I totally have full intention of that happening. I like I we kind of like you said, it was kind of like we started running it kind of on accident, and then when COVID did happen, I was like, well, if we play it safe, there's ways we could do this where we could still get everybody playing, and now we could kind of spread it out, and at least like the seating, it was limited and everything like that, so you couldn't, like I said, you couldn't get as much of a draw to come in and be bringing in what you can now, which whatever, but like that was the plan, was to spread it out, and I thought that was important to still be able to have a bunch of different like awesome musicians on, because everyone was willing to do it. So that's what I find so cool, is the fact that like even this year, texting people, I had a couple people that couldn't do it, and they were like, I'm so sorry, and I was like, hey, you did it the last 5 years, and you do it next year, it'll be great. And other than that, though, I have a bunch of other people that are like, yeah, what's the date? What do we got? Where am I at? And it's sweet. And even with the bars and the venues that are willing to have the events, I brought it up. This year was sent them all in a group text. I said, hey, just send in the one mass text. I'm going to text each of you individually to confirm. Let me know if we're good. Sent everyone a text, and everyone's like, yeah, we're good to go. So this year we have Franklin's, River Grill, Beer Boys, Vesuvio, Senunas, and Downpour. And then we have what's going on at the V-Spot happening. So it's nice and spread out, and we have a lot of different music going on. And this year, I actually reached out to Joe Rodano, and we're gonna team up a little bit. We're gonna do a little correlation here with Valley Santa. So I'm really excited about that, because they already have a great event, and I thought, why not just bump into each other? Let's make it happen.
Sure.
So
you said
got there.
Franklin's, River Grill, Vesuvio's, Senunas.
Downpour, Franklin's, River Grill, Senunas, Beer Boys, Vesuvio's, and then V-Spot with emo night at the end of the night.
Very cool. So this is all in one day. It's December 3rd.
Yeah. Now, so I mean, like, emo night's its own thing. You're gonna have to go get your tickets on that. The Screaming Infidelity, like you gotta, I think, what are they selling theirs on?
I want to say like Eventbrite or something like that. But
Yeah,
if you go to the Screaming Infidelities emo nights Facebook page, you can find all the information there.
Yeah, guys, great time at those shows too. I love that thing. I'm a diehard emo kid, man.
Dude, I love it too. I mean, I was, the emo that is considered emo for my time was the early 2000s, and
yeah,
I was finishing high school, early years of college, so like, I mean, it was formidable years of my life that time.
Yeah, me too.
I love it.
That's all. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm going to be one of those guys like that only listen to Zeppelin and don't listen to anything now. But that'll be me, like with Asking Alexandria, like 4 years strong. They don't make pop punk like they used to. I mean, I know everyone got a little gatekeeperish with the Machine Gun Kelly stuff, but I actually even liked that. I didn't care. I liked it.
I like the album. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
yeah, I do too.
I mean, I can't go wrong. I mean, I can't already be hated or have my taste in music questioned, because I openly admit that I like Creed and Nickelback, and you and I share the love of Trapt.
I know. Me too.
I'm sorry to throw that out there on you, but
No, I played it at your birthday on one of my breaks.
I know. I came out. I
Like
was like,
that's
I
like
heard it.
some
I'm like,
like some B-side stuff too.
yeah. It was like
Just
the
bleed
bat
like
signal.
me.
Yeah, buddy. I heard it. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I have to go acknowledge that I heard this play because we're on the same wavelength here. But that's cool. So you have all these venues lined up, and I mean, is it like a certain time that is it music all night, or is it like a certain time at each venue, or and how does that work?
Yeah, so they're starting the Valley Santa tour. They have a thing. You go to check out Valley Santa on Facebook and get some more details about their event. We're freshly joining them, so they do have their own thing going on. So like they're gonna have a like an eatery going on at Rodano's early that day, and I think like you buy ornaments and they raffle them off, and they if you buy the ornaments, kind of like you buy like a number and pick the ornament and I win a prize or some stuff like that. But then they're starting their tour at like 3 o'clock, and they're going to go and spend an hour and a half to 2 hours at each bar. And
Cool.
we're putting music in the bars from like a little before that they're going to be there, and then a little after. So there'll be live music everywhere that they go, and it'll be different people too playing all over. So they'll get to
Gotcha.
see live music all day, and some of it will have like obviously like we did at your birthday, like play a little music in between, but everyone's doing like 45-minute sets. Some people have a little longer, but it's gonna be pretty cool.
All right. So do you have a so it starts around 3 in the afternoon? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have a list of who is playing where?
Yeah. So off the top of my head, Alex D is playing and Gracie Carroll. Vinny was really excited to have her at V-Spot actually a couple weeks ago. She just started playing around the area. She's younger and very good. So we have her playing at Downpour, and her and Alex D's another younger guy that's just coming up and coming, and he's great. So that'll be cool. And then later that night at Downpour, just all right. Actually, a couple of guys from the Wells River Band are going to be there doing their thing, which is pretty neat. So yeah, there's music. There's going to be music that starts at 3 o'clock. Bounces around Senunas. There's a couple different people playing. Lissa from KRZ is going to be there. Frankie and his band Malif Lewis, they're going to be there. Me and Anthony Picataggio are going to be jamming there.
Oh, the boys are back together.
We've been
Guys,
boys are back in town. Boys.
boys, you guys buried the hatchet, kissed
Well,
the ring
we
up.
did. We've been playing a lot of Fortnite. We've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
Well, it's funny. So for those for the so for those who you may not know, Kyle has a band called Always Undecided. And Anthony was part of that band, correct?
I just want to. I'm gonna clip. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna clip the last like 10 seconds when you went. Kyle's in a band called Always Undecided.
That was not that wasn't on purpose.
No, I
I
know
mean,
it wasn't, but I'm gonna clip it, and it's just gonna be like I'm just gonna send it to you all the time. Oh my god, dude, you're
there was
killing me.
no reason behind that.
Doesn't matter. I'm glad it happened. I'm real. It was amazing. All right, go ahead. I'm
In
sorry.
any case, you guys had a band called Always Undecided, and you guys had a little bit of a falling out.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs. That doesn't matter. But I remember distinctly. I couldn't tell you the year it was. I want to say maybe last year, when you guys kind of started talking again, or whatever it may be. And I remember seeing Anthony out, or maybe it was you. I forget. Um, but I remember like hearing that you guys were talking again, and I said to, I think it was Anthony. I said like, I'm really glad that you guys are, you know, you guys made up.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah. We
cool.
had a. Well, we're just like two younger guys, and we were.
Yeah,
I
whose
mean,
dick is bigger? Like, yeah, I get it.
no, it wasn't even like that. It was just I think we were both. I think like I mean, we both have talked about it 100 times, and we agree. Um, we were both like seeing success from just two guys who didn't know anything about anything when it came to like the music scene in the area. Like we knew nothing. We literally we actually did. We started from just scratch. We just started playing open mics with like a speaker and some chords. He got a board, got a couple extra mics, Started getting some more stuff. I got another guitar. I got a new microphone. We start playing shows together. We're splitting the show. Next thing you know, we're playing the whole show together. Next thing you know, we're like playing some cool shows, like some actual good stuff, and like getting paid decent. And then next thing you know, we're not taking anything less than this for to play a show, or and then actually it started like rolling good, like where things were really actually great, where we were playing at the casino and stuff, and we did a couple really awesome things. And we get into where we're disagreeing on how we're going to approach things, and it is what it is. Like, I mean, we neither of us were actually wrong.
Yeah, you're both entitled to your opinion, and what you want to do. And
well, the funny thing is when we've looked at it back and forth, that really when we parted ways, I mean, I still had a steady climb. And then, I mean, he started doing a couple awesome things. I mean, and what he's doing right now is crazy. He has the tax pen, which is, has been super successful. And I mean, he's playing guitar. He's playing guitar and some bass and stuff with Tori. I mean, that's a win. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an obvious move right there. But I mean, it's neither of us can really look at each other and be like, well, you, or well, you. It's like, well, we both. And I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter though, because we're good. We're good friends now.
It's like it's like you were fighting over the same girl.
It was like
realizing that she was banging somebody else that wasn't either one of you.
Popko.
Like, oh, bro, we wasted so much time on this thing.
Yeah. Well, honestly, there's some stuff in the works with like just a little some here and there. We played a couple shows so far, and we plan on doing a couple things, tightening a couple things up. It was fun the other night. It was nice. It's like riding a bike, jump back on and jam some of these songs together. It's cool,
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens with that in the near future.
You guys almost became like a staple on parade day, to an extent. I feel like at the Irish Wolf, or is that what it's called?
Yeah, we played there a couple times. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome. That was one of my, like, I go back and watch the video of that all the time. I love it. Like,
you guys were on the NEPA Scene podcast where me and Rich and I interviewed you guys. You performed Mud Cricket live.
That was when we used to drink beers. I mean, you're drinking a beer. I don't have a beer right now.
Yeah, what are you doing? So it's a Monday.
Should I go get one?
I feel like you should. I feel like you should.
All right, give me a second.
All right.
Look at my Breaking Ben poster.
Oh, that's even better. Breaking Ben. So I mean, while Kyle's gone, I got ready for tonight. It's a Monday night. I'm a father of two. I'm a husband, and I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, but I had to roll. So I got my camo hat on. I figured
I got two here. I don't know what I should do.
Oh, I was telling the people the what I was up to, because like it's Monday night. I'm a father of two, husband. Shouldn't be drinking on a Monday night, but I was like, you know what, Kyle, and we go way back. We used to party at. I mean, you used to drink White Claws at the Carl Hall shows, man. Like, I was like,
it's normally all I drink. I didn't want to grab one, but they're in the fridge, dude.
I'm like, I got the camo hat on. I got some Bud Lights ready to roll. I'm like, we could be drinking tonight. Kyle's got no sleeves on, backwards hat. Like, what are you doing? You're not drinking?
It's game on. What do I?
What are we doing?
Should I have this Sam Adams Oktoberfest?
I mean, we'll pass the time, but
or a Miller Lite bottle. What do we think, people?
Start heavy.
Yeah. All right. Well, my favorite.
I myself am
all
not
right, cheers.
around.
Give me a little one there.
There you go. I'm not screwing around. It is the season of the Mad Elf.
Yes, indeed.
By Trogs. I'm supposed to have the owner of Trogs on my podcast.
When is that going to happen?
I don't know. We've been texting back and forth for 5 months.
Well, he's going to be busy now because they're making a lot of Mad Elf.
Yeah,
I gotta pump that out.
I'm trying to look back here. Like, he agreed to do it. I was pumped. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And then he disappeared on me. Then he came back out of nowhere. I'm sure he's
Hey,
very busy, but
Popko, listen, I don't want to come way out of left field here, but we're doing this, and I know you like love Rogan, and I know every once in a while somebody brings something up like this, and I just got to ask you, what do you think's going on in Antarctica? I need to know what you think because I opened up a bag of Middlesworth chips today and put a documentary on. I thought I'm going to figure this out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just need to know what you think is going on in Antarctica because it seems a little suspicious to
Well,
me.
what's going on there? I don't even know.
I don't know either, and nobody else does because you're not allowed to go there. So are we?
What are we talking about?
Should we ask? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm dead serious. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of questions to be asked.
Do I have
Like
to look?
why is nobody allowed to go there? No one lives there. The
Oh,
whole continent. It's huge.
okay,
It's bigger than Australia. I mean, I know it's cold, but
but
what's
I
going
mean,
on there?
is there something going on right now that
I think so.
um
I'll tell you, I believe in aliens. I'll tell you that for free. Okay.
I like that. I'll tell you that for free. That's good.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm a big fan. That was a Larry Enticer quote. If anyone knows,
I'll tell you that for free. I like that.
you know the guy
I
with the mullet and the snowmobile. It's the big
oh,
jump.
the
Says
send it guy.
just gonna send it. Yeah, that's
I'm
him.
gonna send it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that for free.
yeah. He says the jump's about 20 foot lip to lip. I think I could clear it. Snow soft. I'll tell you that for free.
You remind me of him.
If I had a mullet, I bet I would.
Yeah,
Get a
for
cool
sure.
pair. I need a cool pair of pit vipers though.
Pit vipers for sure. Nice snowsuit.
Mud cricket
Dude,
hunting.
I I was hoping you played it tonight.
Oh no, I haven't played it in a couple shows actually.
I mean, I can't believe that
I didn't retire it. I'm not going to
I
retire
can't
it. But
I can't believe that I paid you to play my birthday party and you didn't play that song.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
I don't know. I put it away a little bit.
you also
It
didn't
was
you didn't
I force fed it to everyone for like 3 years. I
yeah, but
did.
that was a new audience. You had an opportunity to really like, expand people's horizons and also you didn't do your melody,
The medley?
the medley rather melody.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Melody.
I did them.
Did
Oh,
you? I must have missed it.
oh, dude, big time. I hit it with Taylor Swift, No Scrubs from TLC. I did the Lion King and the Little Mermaid in that,
Well, I
but
fucked up.
I didn't do my neck, my back. That's probably why you didn't recognize it.
That's what I was looking for.
I know.
There were
I just
kids
wanted.
there. There
I
were
wanted to.
kids.
I didn't want to. We kept it rated PG-13.
I can't believe I called it a melody.
That's
Medley.
okay. It's okay. Hey, can I tell you what's holding up my phone? Because I don't have one of those cool flip things.
Sure.
I just
What's up?
it's um it's a it's about this tall. It's an ent from Lord of the Rings because I'm a huge nerd. For anyone that doesn't know that, I'm a
Yeah,
fucking nerd.
I'm not interested in
And
that.
yeah, I pulled it out of my closet. I thought it would look cool on my desk. And today I was looking for something to hold my phone up with. So it's
There you
actually
go.
sitting in its hand like this. It's pretty cool.
There
Just
you
thought I'd
go.
let you know. Wish I could show you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
All right.
good.
Well, so can you just tell me about the alien thing, or like
I don't,
what do you think's going on
dude.
in Antarctica?
I don't know. Like, I
We
mean,
don't have to spend that much time on it.
I
I
even
just really quick. I want to know.
I even Googled it. I'm not. Was this a recent Rogan
Is
podcast?
that what you're doing? Is that why you're not looking at me?
Yes, I'm
You're
looking.
reading on your phone.
I'm trying to find out what is happening in Antarctica.
All right. Well, my eyes are up here, so
COVID outbreak. Oh, is it COVID down there or over there? Wherever the fuck it is.
like tons of COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think there's something going on there. I think they're not telling us.
Well, I mean,
They got us fighting over everything else.
I don't trust anybody. I mean, you could go down a real dark hole about the whole, like, even the midterm elections. You can talk about there's conspiracy theories that the lottery got so big during the election to keep your mind off the election.
I don't trust anyone.
What else was it?
Somebody asked me if I voted the other day, and I said I don't want to talk about it. I don't
Yeah.
ever talk about it. I am a bartender and a musician, and I don't talk about it.
It's probably got to be
But
hard to not
I'll
talk.
tell you one thing. They're lying to us.
Well,
They're all
I believe
how
that. I believe that.
how white trash did I just look? The can of beer.
But I don't disagree. I mean, and I'm not saying one side's lying more than the other one. They're both liars.
They're all
But
liars.
they're all liars. They're all liars. But what else did I hear during the election, the midterms? The lottery got really large, and then it was funny because the Biden administration wanted to do the whole loan forgiveness, and then conveniently 3 days after the election, they're like, "Oh yeah, you can't do that." Loser in county ran out of paper.
That should have been a Dunder Mifflin episode.
I'm sure it probably was at one point. I mean, come on. And they extended voting from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. There's all these things. It's crazy. I don't even like get into it. It's more fun to talk about the conspiracies than it is to like really get deep into politics, because
yeah, I don't know. I just think they're all it's all a bunch of lies.
They're crooks.
I sound like a
crooks,
crazy
Kyle.
person though. Whenever anyone brings it up, I just start sounding like a crazy person.
But
you know what? When the aliens start shooting and I have to run over to my cousin's and grab that bug out bag that he made for me,
dude,
you'll see. You'll all see.
The world is so crazy. They admitted that aliens exist, and no one gave a shit. No one gave a shit. They're like,
listen, this is why I'm asking you about Antarctica, man. I want to see what you thought. It's madness. I'm telling you.
I was thinking something the other day about COVID and how, what was it? COVID.
They just wanted us to learn how to be in our house, so when the aliens come down.
What was it?
But it is.
I was just thinking about something for what the hell was it? It was COVID. It was like it was done on purpose to get us to do something, to go online. Oh, it was TikTok, because I feel like TikTok really became like a thing in 2020.
Yeah.
So obviously there's this this thing with like, oh, it's Chinese spyware, and I'm thinking, what if they made that they created this virus, put everybody inside, and everyone got addicted to TikTok, and they stole all of our information.
Big time.
It's a whole fucking thing.
Can we again, I don't want to come out of left field, but do we talk about the TikTok that I had go viral? I did it.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Look at this.
I feel like I remember this.
I feel like it's been something that I've manifested for years. I thought I had a video of a lady at a gas station on Facebook that I thought it was gonna go up. It stopped at around 10,000. And then we saw Andrew Blank smoke one out of the park with his funny ones, and I was like, that's good. But I'm telling you, a couple months ago, are you on it?
Yeah. Which one is it? Is it the 69.8 thousand?
Nope. Next.
Oh no, 15.3 million.
Yeah, dude. What the heck?
A casino, right?
What the heck?
I'm not gonna play it out loud.
I don't know if it'll. Here? You'd have to almost.
Oh yeah, so this guy is stacking chips. That's the biggest stack I've ever seen.
Yeah, you should see the comments.
Yeah, the guys.
I'm dying laughing. I had 37 Miller Lights that night, I think.
Those are good nights. I miss those.
It's funny.
Yeah.
No, he's stacked.
Oh, this is at it's in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Rivers in Pittsburgh.
I'll have to watch this later. I remember this.
It's funny. I mean, I literally in the video I said that the addicts are going to make this one go viral.
So, this is roulette, right?
Yeah. The guy stacked about $200 worth of chips.
That's only $200.
Yeah, he had one. I mean, a lot of $1 chip. That's what everyone in the comments is saying. This is petty money, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I worked at Mohegan Sun for like 7 years, and I never saw anyone stack chips like that. That was funny, dude. I don't care.
No one does that. Who doesn't? Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $10. Yeah,
I couldn't believe they let him do it.
That's awesome.
They normally don't let you do that.
No, that's against the rules.
I think so.
What's some casino etiquette that you know about?
Well, I was I was in the bar, so I don't. Actually, the funny thing, when you work there, you can't gamble there, and I'm not a huge gambler,
right?
So I didn't ever really go to Mount Airy or sands or anything. I never really went on like the day trips with people. It wasn't really my thing. But you don't put your beer on the board on
No,
the table. That's a no no.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Um, you don't you don't touch anything on the table either until they tell you. I'll tell you
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Other than that, I don't know a whole lot. I don't know. Oh yeah. That's what they do. That's what the dealers do. And then they give you a fist bump.
Yeah.
You what you like that? What do you play?
I do. I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. If I ever do, I'll throw in like 20-30 bucks in a slot just to, you know, do it. I'll play blackjack because I feel like at least blackjack I could like play for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, I could go in
Well,
with $100 and kind of sit there for an hour. Whereas like you go to the slots and that $100 could be gone in literally 5 minutes or
yeah.
less.
Yeah. I don't really ever if I lose more than like 20 bucks and I didn't get like a couple beers out of it, I'm like, I want to throw up.
Yeah,
I don't,
I
it's
just
like,
I don't have luck. I'm not a lucky person. I strongly believe that there's people in the world who just like, and they it's ebbs and flows, right? They're like they're winning, they're losing, and they probably lose more often than not. But like, there's people who can win. Like for instance, I went to Atlantic City, with some work people back in March. I was there for 2 nights and 3 days. Uh, not Bally's, the Borgata, and some other places that we popped around to. And I didn't spend a dollar on gambling, not one, not a single dollar. But there's one other guy I work with, Tony. He sat down, like he sat down this next to this lady, hits the button.
throwing Tony right under the bus here.
No, he's just like, yeah, he hits for $50, then it's $100, and then like he
Oh
just
yeah,
keeps going and going and
we
going.
always got one in the group.
3 grand, 3 grand
Come
he
on,
ended up walking away with. Yeah.
that's
And then
unbelievable.
he went from there to somewhere else and won more
They get
money
you
than
some beers.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Probably
come on,
not.
dude. Tony, come on, Tony.
Yeah. But I
Ah,
believe like that there's people out there like it happens. Like it just I don't know if it's the energy or what it is, but they're also the people who play a lot. They and they're not afraid to lose. Like they'll throw down $300.
mhm.
And I think those machines know. They're like, okay, this guy's spending some money. Let's give him a little. Let's take a little away. Let's give him some more. Make him feel good. Take more. And they know the game. They know what's going on.
I went there like 4 or 5 years ago with a couple guys. We got an Airbnb that not like for like a weekend. We went to see Chain Smokers,
Oh,
and
nice.
I
I
I,
love
I
those.
won. Yeah, dude, it was that was around the beach too. It was awesome. It was awesome. That was
I
actually one of
was
the better shows.
I literally just listened to them on the way to drop my kid off at daycare today.
Which song?
Well, I started off with iPad, one of their new ones,
Oh, okay.
and then the
And
one
then
with Chris Martin from Coldplay,
um, which one is
something
that?
just like us or
Oh,
something like that.
oh yeah, something just like that.
But I mean, my favorite song. I mean, I can't think of it now because
Is it closer?
closer. Yeah, I mean, come on,
Oh yeah, that's the bop.
that's the jam.
That's the one. No, we went to see them. I actually did win like 200 bucks on a slot, and then another like 300 on roulette within like an hour or two. And
Okay.
I have not gambled like anything more than like probably $30-40 ever since then.
Yeah. Well,
I just don't it's not my thing. Like, I don't like betting on sports ever. Like every once in a while I'll throw like 50 bucks on Notre Dame if it's like a bowl game or something, but like
yeah.
nothing it's not really my jam.
DraftKings finally got me. Their
Mm.
their 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 advertising is the best. I mean, I remember that
Well,
they were at one
well
point they were
they're
like,
gonna give you everything.
well, right, and that's what's amazing because I remember the one
Yeah.
time, this is probably a year ago, advertising for UFC fights. If your fighter lands a punch, you win X amount of free bets. And it's like if your guy doesn't get knocked out in the first 10 seconds, he's gonna land a punch. Like that's like almost impossible not to happen, right? So I actually this one was just bet whatever at least $5 minimum game bet for your team to win. If they win, you get $200 in free bets. There's a lot of stipulations. It's like so I bet on the Eagles. I don't know who they were playing, but they won. Actually playing right now, I think the Eagles. They're playing the Commanders, not their R word, the Commanders. I don't want to
The
get canceled.
Washington football team.
It's the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Kyle.
I mean, I'm always going to call them the Washington football team because that was awesome. That's hilarious.
It's
Three jersey
Washington.
changes.
It's halftime. It's halftime. Washington's up 20-14. So bet on the Eagles, $5.
David and Goliath.
I won $200 in free bets. So what they do is like they break it out. They give you 8 $25 like vouchers or whatever you want to call it, and you have to use them within 7 days. So they know what they're doing. Like, but it was free money, so I bet on a lot of underdogs. I won a bunch of money, not a ton, but I was like over $200, and so I'm still playing with house money right now. I actually bet against the Eagles tonight. I figure the Eagles are going to lose eventually, right? And they're going to lose to a shitty team. That's what's going to happen. So
yeah, it's a trap game.
Put a small amount of money on the Commanders for a bigger payout, and we'll see what happens. If I lose, again, it's not my money. I don't care.
Now, who do you root for? Are you a big football guy?
I'm an Eagles fan.
I don't think I ever asked you that.
I'm an Eagles fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a great year in 2018.
And you bet against them the night.
I did.
Scummy move.
It's one of those. That's one of those things. If they win, okay. If they lose, okay.
I just think that you'd bet against me now that I'm talking to you about this.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
That was good. No, your face was perfect.
Now that you put it that way.
That was good.
I would never bet against my friends. The Eagles are not my friends. The Eagles are not my friends. They do nothing for me.
All right, true.
You sing me sweet, sweet songs.
Sweet nothings.
Sweet songs.
Popko, are you a Marvel guy? Do you like the Marvel movies?
No, that's nerd shit too. Take your fucking Lord of the Rings and your Hobbit shit, and your I'm sure you probably watch fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah,
I think you're fucking. Isn't like one of your handles Harry Potter or something like that? Like Potter or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's not really why.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Kyle Potter.
Kyle Potter. Okay. You're planting flowers, aren't you? You're big flower guy.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
You like your potted plants.
I do actually.
Yeah, so
big fan.
Yeah. So you keep
okay.
your nerd shit. Like keep your. Okay. Oh, see, I like the old like. I'm from the school of like Batman, Michael Keaton, and Spider-Man being
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Sure. I get it.
Even Batman with not Val Kilmer. Jesus.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like as they moved on, even like the Ben Affleck and who was the most recent one? I haven't even seen it yet.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
You didn't watch it yet?
No, the copy that I had,
it's incredible.
Copy rather, but like it was streaming and like I don't know if it was just a bad download or whatever, but all like the loud parts all the soft like normal parts were way too soft, so I was like turning it way up, and then like the loud action parts were like blowing the fucking roof off the house.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
I hate it. Yeah, so I was like, fuck this, I can't do it. But I just feel like they just get like it's too intricate for me. It's too sci-fi. I'm a simple man, Kyle. I'm a very simple man.
I almost just got triggered to start singing it.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
I don't want to.
All right. But go ahead. Why were you?
No, I just was wondering. I just saw Wakanda Forever, and it was like a 9.2 out of 10. I gave it a real high score.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not Portnoy or nothing, but I mean, it was a little better than just giving it a flat 9, and it wasn't quite a 9.5, but it was excellent.
I'm more of a Fast and Furious fellow.
No, you're not.
I am.
No,
Major
you're
fan.
not.
Oh
Are
yeah.
you serious?
Oh yeah.
I mean, look,
But
I like.
but
I like all of it.
you
There's
enter
not there.
you
There's
enter The Rock and Jason Statham into the mix with Vin Diesel. Like this is where I am. This
I
is
like when
this
I like when The Rock calls everybody a candy ass in those movies. That's funny.
sure.
It's all about family.
I didn't like when The Rock kind of doubted or shit on Joe Rogan. Didn't like that.
No, I know it probably felt personal.
Well, you know, it was one of those things. Like I like them both, but you know, there's you know, you can go back and look at some of the things that The Rock has said in the past as a character. So maybe that's where it's different. You know, Rogan was saying it as Joe Rogan, and The Rock was saying it as a wrestling character as The Rock. But I mean, but no, that's not true because he was also commenting on Twitter too. So there was like just shit that he was saying online that wasn't okay. And then he's shitting on Rogan for, and now granted, what Rogan said was very bad. He apologized for that. I'm not gonna sit here and try and defend Joe Rogan for what he said. But you can't throw stones when you live in a glass house, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I actually I agree with you 100%. I feel like Joe Rogan. I know he said stupid stuff. I just think he's like an example of somebody that's trying to learn and not be like that. And then I don't think he has an influence that's bad or like like has bad intentions in any way. I don't think he's like Andrew Tate trying to create a whole freaking fleet of nuts. I don't think I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I think he's just trying to be educated. I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
he said stupid stuff, and I know it's bad. I know people are gonna be they're not
We've
gonna
all
forget.
said, buddy, we've all said it. You know, it's you know, but it's like, you know, how many of us were caught on video camera or how many of us recorded ourselves saying it? I mean, you know, you're young, you know, you make mistakes, you learn from them. I believe in second chances for the most part. I mean, we're not perfect human beings, and we live in a world now where you know you can get canceled by making one mistake. And I don't think that's really fair. But
I don't
the
either.
internet's a funny place. I
I
mean,
mean, you could tell sometimes though when somebody says something real stupid, and you're like, well, they're not like they don't seem like a terrible person. Then you have other people.
that's say it and they mean it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. I feel like all these social media platforms have really just been like almost tanking. You had the huge thing with Meta. You know, Twitter is obviously on fire. Are you a Twitter guy?
No, I had one for a long time, and then I just stopped. I just one day ran away from it, and I do wish I don't even know if I have my login to be honest with you, and I wish I did because I have a picture of my old pet scorpion that I really would like to have. I used to let him crawl in my armpit, and he would just put his tail down and hang out in there.
That's sweet.
No, I'm just kidding. I did have
Oh,
a
okay.
pet scorpion though. I never touched it.
No?
No, I saw it eat a cricket once. That was cool, but it only lasted. The thing only lived for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I had a pet bug.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
you can't
anyway, no, I don't mess with
yeah,
Twitter.
I don't know. I don't, you know, I'm not a Twitter guy either. It's too chaotic for me. And then now, I mean, it's even crazier now. But you see all these tech companies, you know, Meta and Twitter, and I just saw Amazon announce that they're gonna not that they're tech or whatever, but uh or maybe they are. I don't know what you call it. Amazon's and everything, right? But you know, they just announced they're gonna lay off over 1,000 people, which is the biggest number in their history as a business. Um, it's kind of getting scary. You know, you see these big companies, and I don't know what why that's the case. It's like, you know, obviously, I feel that they're looking at their bottom line and their bottom line only. Like the world is in the shitter, right? Like, but if you can't like, you know, see that and kind of like weather the storm, so to speak, get your employees through the bad times and hopefully come out on the other side like in a better place. Like that's kind of shitty. You know, people are losing their jobs and their livelihood, and you know, ultimately, you know, you're going to see that affect people's mental health, and you know, unfortunately, you know, you'll see suicide. You know, families will be broken up over it. it's a lot of things. There's a huge downward, the shit rolls downhill, right? But it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, it affected what I do when it all happened. I mean, luckily things are a little better now. But I mean, I literally do two things that, I bartend and I play the music, and things like thinned out there for a little bit with COVID. But I mean, that's one of the upsides to what I do is like there's always going to be bartenders and musicians. So I mean, it's like I know these. I mean, I actually worked for Amazon for a couple months when I first moved out to Pittsburgh. I saw an inside of that, and that's not for me.
Well, sure, but like also like I mean, I feel like Amazon reported record numbers during the pandemic, right? Like it's like
Yeah, well,
how bad can your business be right now? Like you
well,
can't.
my old man's a FedEx driver. He was a FedEx driver for years, and
Yeah,
like he would always Christmas time be like, "This is crazy." Like,
yeah,
and then when like he said it just turned. That's what it was like all year. Then after like everyone learned how to like
shop
I
online.
mean, I think we talked about this last time. Yeah, everyone learned how to order a pack of toilet paper for
Yeah.
your house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it cost $3 extra to get it delivered to me. Nah.
Sure.
He said it was like Christmas time year round after that.
Yeah.
I mean, and pretty soon I feel like drones are going to be dropping stuff off like that episode of Parks and Rec.
I mean, it's definitely happening. There's
Mm-hmm.
definitely things that do that now, for sure. Can you imagine what or how we would have navigated a worldwide pandemic without the internet? You ever think about that?
Mm-mm.
Like, think about the fact, like, we were in our homes and afraid to leave, and we're getting groceries delivered and we're fucking wiping them down. But like, if we didn't have the internet and had no ability to, have the Amazon and have like the delivery services deliver food to our homes and other
Popko,
things that we need.
I, I don't, I don't know how to get anywhere ever. I have to use my GPS all the time.
What would we do?
Like, I went somewhere last night for like half hour, and I got over the bridge over in Kingston, and I went, and I put it in my GPS, like, and I'm like, I don't understand how people did it back in the day.
I
It just
dude,
seemed like it was probably
those
chaos.
giant
Probably,
maps, a lot of missed exits.
I don't know.
I mean, I remember I coming from a time where when I was driving and things like that, we actually at least had MapQuest, which was better than a giant folded up map where you're highlighting the
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
routes and shit.
yeah. I remember my parents printing out a MapQuest thing that was like pages long to go to
Yeah.
Disney and to get back.
I remember my first GPS was this Garmin. It was huge. It was like probably the size of my fist, like mounted to the fucking uh windshield.
Oh, the gray one.
Sure.
I don't know.
It was giant.
Do you watch It's Always Sunny?
Oh yeah, one of my favorite shows.
You know the episode where they do the podcast and they start talking about technology, and they're
I mean,
waiting
I'm
for
sure I've
Frank.
seen it.
They're waiting for Frank to start talking, and he's eating the crackers. Like, Frank, can you stop eating those?
Yeah.
And he's like, what? I don't know. And then D keeps calling technology the big T.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the big T today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, and they have a legit
That's the
podcast.
best.
They have a
I know.
legit podcast.
I love it.
Yeah, so good.
They
So
crack
good.
me up, dude. A lot of people have actually told me that I remind them of Mac, and I don't know if you.
Yes, I was gonna say that actually. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did have someone tell me the other day when someone said that she was like, "No, you're more like Charlie," and I'm like, "Well, you." I was like, "That's offensive."
Charlie's one of the
So
best. Best characters.
I leaned over the bar. I said, "Take it back right now." I didn't do that. No, I do. I do karate moves though. Sometimes
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
that's all. That's what I do, and I call everyone a jabroni
Yeah. I mean, that's what
because
episode
I've had it.
or what
I've had
season
it.
are they on now? Like 18, 13,
15.
15,
15.
whatever.
They just went to Ireland
Oh,
and
yeah, that was
carried
good. Yes.
the last episode of them carrying Charlie's dead dad up the fucking mountain, dude. That shit was. I actually I saved that episode like for like 2 months and just didn't watch it because like that show makes me belly laugh. Like
Oh
they're
yeah.
so funny. They're so outrageous. And
I
like
re-
I remember getting home from work. It's like 3 in the morning. And I was like, all right, 20-minute episode. And I'm like like cracking up by myself. Like, something so funny
yeah.
when you're by yourself and you are fucking busting out laughing. I don't know.
I,
They kill me, man.
I don't know what season it was, but it was the season premiere of the one that started in 2017. So it was probably like January, February. And it was they I think it was it the gang turns black?
I don't
Um
know. They did it twice.
they started singing like this, what are the rules? Like,
Oh, what are the rules?
yeah.
That was a
I mean,
weird, that was a
that
really weird, funny episode
that
though.
whole but I was like, I remember that whole episode, I was just like,
It was well written.
it was
That's
beautiful.
well,
But
it was
like
well written, like musically,
be,
from a theatrical standpoint. This stuff was well written.
yes,
That's why it was funny
but
because
some
it
of the
was
shit that
bad.
happened, like I was just like my jaw like literally was on the floor. I'm like, this is amazing. How is this happening?
Well, they get
Will
away with it
this
because their whole point is that they know that they're playing the biggest scummy white trash possible, like ignorant, really ignorant, like the way Michael Scott got away with half of the shit. Like that's why it's so funny because they know that these
but
characters that
we're
they're playing are such bastards that they would think that that's okay.
but we're in
Like
such different times.
the Lethal Weapon episode is the only one that they took off of Hulu, and they just didn't make a big deal about it. They got away with it. Like anyone else, I feel like the show would have been just taken down.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny. They're funny. They took the episode off.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
don't
do You don't do
yeah,
blackface
you can't do blackface. I
unless
get
you're
it.
Robert Downey Jr. He's the only one that's allowed to get away with it. Jamie
But
Foxx
like,
said so. He did.
did you see Jamie Foxx's impersonation of Trump?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my
No,
god.
I need to see it.
Dude, it is incredible.
I bet.
Jamie
I want to
Foxx
see it.
doing Donald Trump is incredible. I knew that, so there was two shows like in the mid to late 90s that I knew the two characters were going to blow up. Like I knew it like from the day one. And that was Two Guys and a Girl in a Pizza Shop, which was after season 1 or 2 was called Two Guys and a Girl with Ryan Reynolds, and the Jamie Foxx show. The Jamie Foxx show, it was called the Jamie Foxx show. It was, I mean, I just watched it, season 1 to season whatever, 6 or whatever.
Is that the one where he has Al Bundy on and they go, "Your mom is so this and that back and forth"? Is that from the Jamie Foxx show?
No, no, he works in a hotel that's owned by his aunt and uncle.
Mm.
And he's got this love interest. Her name's Fancy, very attractive. But yeah, I mean, but I remember watching that as a 14, 15-year-old kid going like these guys are going somewhere. And sure as shit, they're two of the biggest actors in our time. So
Fun
not that,
fact: if I could have a conversation with anyone, it would obviously be Ryan Reynolds.
yeah, what a guy.
just He just seems very nice,
Yeah.
very funny.
I'd talk to Joe Rogan if I could.
Yeah, I know you would. I think you were thinking about it for like a split second, but like you like what
Yeah.
you like, and you know what you like.
Yeah. I have a
I
Joe
get it.
Rogan.
I get it.
This is a lamp made by Scott Nichols. This is in Joe Rogan's logo. He has like a third eye. That's the third eye right there. There's it's a Rogan little nameplate there. And then this is a Joe Rogan bust.
That is sick. I wish I could show you
and
the
on this
stuff
side,
my nerdy stuff.
And on this side, we have several awards. This is an award-winning podcast. I don't know if you knew that or not. I'm an award-winning podcaster. I'm an
Yes, he is.
award-winning personality. Talk about making it, Kyle.
I also have a Steamtown Music Award sitting right here.
You have a Steamy?
I do. Yeah, I actually when Anthony and I won it, I gave it to the bar, Kings, because they gave us our first opportunity. So me and Anthony gave it to them. And then
That's
one of the
nice.
managers was cleaning up the place and threw it away the one day.
Motherfucker.
So I threw a fit and they dug it out of the garbage and gave it back to me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
excellent.
I want Anthony to have it though. But yeah, I got it right here.
Ooh, very nice.
I got it. So Anthony's gonna be grabbing this off me.
Very nice.
I got it back recently. So yeah, yeah,
Well, let's talk a little bit about Always Undecided. You put out some music
yeah,
in 2020, and I
yep,
don't think that included Anthony. Or maybe it did and it was released late, but um those were really two great songs. And actually I had it pulled up here because I forgot the names of them because I'm bad, but you had Hold On and You Don't Know Me. Um and I feel like that was right before the pandemic, right?
yeah, yeah. Like we that that was Hold On got released in February, like right
A
before the
month, yeah.
pandemic. Yeah, a month before. Because actually, we were going to do an EP release that Friday of COVID.
Hmm.
Like when COVID started, it was that Monday, and that Friday night was like I want to say like the 21st, and we were supposed to play at Stage West and like release a 3-song EP. So we just sat on that third song. I never ended up releasing it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm
But
I'm hoping you'll
eventually
I'm hoping you'll share that with me after the fact.
it is a song that some people know.
Okay.
Um, it's about girls that go to Scranton country concerts and yeah, and have a flannel tied around their waist and probably have a tube top on or something like or a crop top or anyway, yeah, no, like right before COVID though, we started doing some cool stuff. And I mean, I like um I had full intention of doing more, but COVID was definitely very weird. And I mean, it was one of those things where like we were for me, like I felt like a lot of this like whole thing, like I hate to like say it, but like I feel like I've been on my own a lot. Like when me and Anthony had our like the acoustic thing, like it was him and I, and we put a band together a couple times, and it was him and I. And then when him and I split, I did build these like bands. They were like guns for hire though in a way, and I didn't. I that wasn't like my first choice. It would have been great if people signed in permanent marker, but like it was one of those things. Everyone was involved in something else, and I was lucky to have who I had do the things with me. But when Luke wanted to get involved, he was like, "Let's get this stuff recorded," and he jumped on and had an idea and sent me over like a rough draft to hold on the one day of like he was like, what do you think of this, like this and this, and I was like, yeah, what? So we put our foot on the gas, and I mean, Luke Seeley, man, is a magician. The guy knows what he's doing, honestly.
Mhm.
If anyone doesn't know who he is, Luke Seeley from Flowers for You. He
Yeah.
also was the frontman for Paladin's Death. Go stream that stuff on Spotify, iTunes, and any of the other streaming services. That's Flowers for You and Paladin's Death. The guy's a wizard though, and he like helped get these songs going. But after COVID, I mean, it was really tough. I mean, when things opened back up, I started playing acoustic shows, and then life happened, and I was away for a while there, and coming home, playing some acoustic stuff. So it wasn't really like the music career wasn't. I mean, after COVID, it wasn't really something that like uh, it was a snowball effect for a while. So it was really hard to just jump back into it. It wasn't like I had a whole band of guys where when COVID opened back up and it was like, all right, guys, let's get back at this. You know, it was all right. What am I doing with this? And but I will say that there are things in the works. So there will be hopefully in the next few months some music dropping
Cool.
from Always Undecided. I have full intention.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Like looking back on how that all played out, does COVID make you mad? Because I feel like you had like this kind of buzz, right? You had these songs, recorded, set to
Yeah,
release,
I'm real sick of talking about it for sure.
getting ready, right? Like, and then talk about the air out of the balloon, you know?
Yeah, I feel like every time like I have a conversation with somebody, like I mean, I'm not like I wasn't ever like somebody like I mean like yeah, people like know who I am. It's not really like people who go to bars and like when I play at these bars and there's like a good amount of musicians in the area that like they, you know, like they kind of know me, I know them, blah blah blah. But like it wasn't like I was like a staple musician by any means yet. So it's not really like I did lose a ton of traction. Like
Right.
and I mean it was working. And I mean between who I had behind me, like like just in general, like I mean even from like I mean Mike Bonowitz was doing great with me. Like I had Frank jump in for that Ryan Cabrera show. I had the guys from like Holtzman Effect and Soul Satellite, like Tyler and Tyler. You know, Luke pulled a ton of weight. Luke was incredible, and did a lot, and it was really cool. And I have no idea what would have happened if COVID didn't happen. So, like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's a conversation that I have with people because when I tell people I'm like a musician and I'm like having a casual conversation with them, you know, like while I'm behind the bar or whatever, you know, sometimes like there's so many people that'll be like, "Oh, I'm a musician." You're like, "Oh, yeah, like SoundCloud or like you did." And it's like, well, no, I like did like you don't want to like say too much because you sound like an asshole.
Right.
It's like, well, I did like this and that. You try to like just kind of, but no, it definitely does suck because like if COVID didn't happen, who knows? But I also had a lot of really cool opportunity that came from COVID happening also. So I mean, you know, with what I've been up to the last couple of years, but yeah, the music thing is back on top. I'm really focused with it, and I just really can't wait to get some more original stuff out there.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Glad to hear it. Can you open for Ryan Cabrera?
I did. In October, right before COVID. Actually, that whole year was awesome because we opened up. I opened up for Bubba Sparks. I did an acoustic thing. That was like April like 22nd that year, and then in October, I opened up with Ryan Cabrera, and that was when I had Frank Donnie Lott on the bass, and I had Mike Bonowitz playing the drums. That was sick. That was a blast. And then Steve gave us another opportunity, and we opened up for Saving Abel at Stage West too. So like, I mean, Steve Masterson, man, was like the guy was like just he was throwing the ball underhand for us, dude. We were trying to just hit the ball as hard as we possibly could. Hey, there's
Yeah,
my dog.
I'm
Man.
sad that Stage West in Scranton closed. That's a big bummer.
Yeah, I know. Me too, man. That was the best between that and the V spot. Love the V, man. Love the V. It was sad to see.
Yeah,
It was sad to see Stage West go too because I loved both of them so much.
yeah, for sure. But another, you know, a venue that is a staple in our area, and I feel like um, the venue is back, so to speak. The River Street Jazz Cafe. um, River Street Jazz Cafe has been a staple in the Wilkes-Barre area for a long time, and rumor has it you'll be playing there in the early next year.
Yeah, and I
Rumor.
can't wait. I can't wait. So
This be your first one, first time?
Johnny Popko. I
Yeah.
love playing cover songs. Don't listen. I love playing Wagon Wheel. To you,
I don't like that song.
I want to sing Disney songs for you all day. But at the end of the day, I just want to play some original stuff, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play those tunes that I wrote, and that's what you do over at the River Street Jazz Cafe. So I'm really excited to be jumping on stage and opening up for Tori V and the Karma.
That's a band
It's gonna
who's
be
like taken off a bit, right?
yeah,
40V,
yeah.
very talented.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Like your real ass cheeks, not cigarette butts, but your real ass cheeks. Hold on.
Or both. Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke them if you got them.
Hashtag it.
January 14th.
January 14th, guys.
Is that your first time playing there?
Yeah, yeah, it is. I am really excited actually that she asked me to play because I have a nice rapport with Tori. We've you know, collabed on some stuff in the last few years. Even You Don't Know Me, I asked her about jumping on and ripping a solo in that song. And I mean, like, I remember when she sent that to me and there were no vocals on the track yet, and I heard it, and like it cut right through me. I just remember being like almost like filling up, and I was like, dude, this is exactly what I wanted her to do. Like this is sick. And recently hearing some of her original stuff that she's putting out, it just literally keeps like everything she sends me, um, it just like keeps getting better. And I like heard the first few songs, like even when she released I'm Coming Home, I was like, this is an absolutely flawless song. There's no way you could write anything better. And then like she puts out, a 5-song EP, and like 2 out of the 5 songs, I'm like in my head, I'm like, okay, like those are maybe are better than I'm Coming Home. And then she puts like another couple songs out. There's like 2 or 3 on there where I'm like, yeah, like she's just continuously like writing some really incredible stuff. So it's gonna be nice to see her be able to showcase a bunch of that original stuff at the Jazz Cafe. And I as well love doing my original stuff and showcasing that. So it'll be a nice opportunity for me to get up and rip the OGs.
Yeah, I mean the Jazz Cafe, it's like I said, it's been around forever. But I feel like it had like this stigma of like a lot of jazz music or jam bands and things like that. But like during the pandemic, well, not during, I shouldn't say during, because 2020 was kind of a wash, but like even like coming out of it in like mid to late 2021, and then again this year, but you had like Lifer and you had University
Yeah.
Drive, and um, there was a show I was just at recently. Maybe that was the University Drive show, um, because on that was like S Dakota and James Barrett, and they just had a thing back in October, maybe the 21st or something like that. Was um like Those Clever Foxes, and a handful of other local bands I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, but then for Halloween they had Supernatural Kings, which was the Black Sabbath tribute, which featured Josh and Jake. Jake's from Music Around, and Josh has been in. I found out many bands.
Is it Gods of Space?
Well, so
I
Gods of
know Jake.
Space was Jake's band,
Okay.
but the tribute band. So Josh has been in the band with Nick Coyle and Aaron Fink, Stardog Champion. He was in Leroy Justice. So it's cool talking to him. That's a few episodes back if you want to go back in time and check those out. Yeah, that was episode 109 of this podcast. But they're doing the tribe is doing a show at the Jazz Cafe for, I think it's Thanksgiving Eve, maybe, or the
Dude,
day
I
after.
I graduated with Carl.
Okay.
And everybody that graduated with him knew he was gonna make a lot of money playing that saxophone, dude. Like
Yeah.
he's been sick since he's like 13.
Yeah, this episode will actually air after the tribe performs at the Jazz Cafe. But what I was getting at is the Jazz Cafe is coming back as a venue, a true venue with local musicians, some tribute acts and things like that. But I'm happy to see that because it had this stigma. Not that it was a bad stigma by any means, but like it was a lot of jam bands, a lot of like I said, jazz stuff, which is all great. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice to see there's a larger variety.
Yeah,
So
for
we'll see.
sure. I've only been in there a handful of times, and it was to see some of the more like jammy stuff. I think I saw Proud Monkey in there one time, but a couple other ones. I remember actually being in there when Breaking Ben did that acoustic show. Like
Mhm.
that'd be like 15 years ago. I
Yeah,
was the first one in line. I got there at like 11 o'clock in the morning. Waited all day. Yeah, with my friend Shelby. It was great. We waited all day. No, but yeah, honestly, like I mean, any place that's like advocates for like doing the original stuff, I think is sick because I'm getting like a 40-minute set, and I mean, dude, I love playing a bar for 3 hours. It's like I literally love it. It's like therapy for me, like playing. But like I said, I just can't like reiterate enough like how much like when I get to like play the songs I write in a nice half hour, 40-minute set to showcase this stuff. It's sick. So like Jazz Cafe, thank you for like, for letting us in on that and give a shout out to that because that's awesome. I'm all about that.
sweet. And that's January 14th. 2023. It'll be here before we know it, which is crazy. Today's November 14th, so we're looking at 2 months from now. 2 months from today.
Yeah. My mom's birthday is tomorrow.
My mom's birthday was yesterday.
Good people born in mid-November. How about that?
The best are born on the first, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I mean, listen. I gotta give your mom more credit.
Yeah, I mean, she had me, so
yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Mom, for birthing me into the world. But, buddy, it's getting late.
Yeah, I know. I have to take care of business on Fortnite tonight with Anthony. I'm just kidding.
Let's check.
Am I kidding?
I don't know.
No, I'm not kidding.
Right.
I'm dead serious.
End of the third quarter, the Commanders are leading the Eagles 23-14.
Doable though.
Maybe I'm gonna cat. Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, definitely they're down.
It's still doable.
Oh yeah, there's a whole quarter left.
Down by 9. That's nothing.
I'm telling you.
2 scores.
I wouldn't mind winning some money though. I gotta pad that number, that house money.
I know. See, that's what happens when you bet against your team. You get conflicted. You feel weird. I just cut them off the whole year. Notre Dame lost to Marshall week 2. I said I'm not watching any of the rest of the year. I've had enough. We're taking a break this year.
I'm sure they heard you.
I haven't worn the jersey all season. What? My uniform on Saturdays in Notre Dame football season is a white cutoff sweatshirt with the Notre Dame jersey over it. And I haven't put it on yet.
Well, I'm sure that if you call the school and ask them if they feel the pain, they will say yes.
Yeah, well, you know what? When they go and have to play Alabama in this bowl game that I'm sure is going to happen, when they win out like idiots, they're going to play Alabama and they're going to get stomped on national television. and everyone's just going to talk about Manti Te'o the whole time in his documentary about his invisible girlfriend.
Have you seen that? I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it.
Oh,
so
God.
I heard like when
rough year.
When I was all going on, like I thought this guy was crazy. But from what I've heard about like this documentary and like what really happened, I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't know. I don't want to download Bumble or Tinder. I don't know.
I don't have to worry about that. I'm happily married.
I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I can imagine.
I'll be talking to it.
What's it like out there?
I don't know. I want to know.
No.
No, I'm not paying attention right now.
Okay. Focus on you. Do you, boo?
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just I don't want anything to do with those. No, I was gonna say I'm getting on there and be talking to a 42-year-old guy named Greg. You know, telling me his name's Monica or
Georgia.
something. Yeah. I'm a mud cricket. And I'll be like, ooh. Next thing you know, I'm looking for Monica. And he's like, Kyle. I'm like, oh fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
Oh, Catfish was a great show, man.
Oh, 23-21. Changed real quick.
Oh, did that just happen?
Commanders are still ahead by 2.
Oh, see, there you go. 1-score game now.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I can't watch it on TV. I don't have cable.
Well, now you got to go on. You have to have Amazon for one day. You have to have Hulu for another. Peacock you have to have for one game.
Where? What's this on?
You have to have a Planet Fitness card to get the Red Zone on
right
every other Sunday.
Well, Monday's ESPN. I mean, I don't have ESPN.
You don't have Disney Plus?
I have Disney Plus. Yeah, is it on there?
Don't you have ESPN? Yeah. You got to get the bundle. You got to get Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN.
So here's
16 a month, dude. What do you want? 16 a month.
So here's the thing. Maybe I'm fucking up. So I have Hulu for free through my Spotify.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How much is that? $10 a month?
Maybe 12 now. I forget. I don't even know.
I just get text. They tell me they're going up in price, so they don't ask me if I still want to do it. They just tell me.
Well,
hey, listen, you see $3 more off your card? That's us. We went up again.
Well,
okay.
I open up I pay for Spotify, I pay for Apple Music, I pay for Amazon Music like an idiot. But like, so
you pay. Wait, hang on. I just want to. you pay for Apple, Spotify, and Amazon Music.
Yes.
Are there
Why?
songs?
Why? Yeah, well, here's the thing. Why you ask, right? Because that sounds stupid, right?
Yeah,
And yes, it
makes you
is.
sound like a doo-doo head.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not financially responsible. Um, I have Spotify obviously because, well, I mean, initially because I had Hulu for free. Now I can't get rid of Spotify because I don't want to lose Hulu, and also Rogan is exclusive to Spotify.
Right.
Um, I had Apple Music because I like this DJ. His name is Zane Lowe. He kind of like introduces like new music and talks to some big name musicians, and I kind of take some inspiration from him. And you know, it's an R&D for me for him. And then I have Amazon because I really enjoy saying, hey, I won't say the name because there's one behind me here,
Right.
but
Yeah. Keep her quiet.
hey, blah blah, play whatever, and then it just plays. So
It's classy.
yeah, it's real.
It is classy.
So I mean, right there, that's probably like close to $50 a month at least, just in music services. I could probably literally get away with. I could probably eliminate. And well, no, I can't because my kid's now into like the whole thing. Like, hey, oh, play whatever, and like
Let's
it
give it a
plays.
name. Let's give it a name. Say Tina instead of.
Hey Tina, yes, hey Tina, play this, and he so like. I have it in my
Sounds good.
car. I have it in my car. It's in my car. Like I drive to daycare every morning. And he says, "Hey, blah blah." Say, play this, and he plays. He's a big fan of the Wonky Donkey. You ever hear that song?
No.
Yeah.
You
So when
feel
we're done here, play Wonky Donkey. I'm sure actually
okay.
you could probably like roll it into your routine.
Yeah. I would for you.
Yeah, Wonky
Play
Donkey.
that. I'll tell you that for free.
I should have I should have hindsight's 2020. I should have planted that in your ear, before my birthday party and had you learn it because had you played it and my son heard it, he would have lost it. It would have been funny.
I did play Hakuna Matata and the Little Mermaid song.
Well, I think I fucked up. I think initially I had you turned down because I didn't want to keep anyone from that room. So you're pretty quiet, and then people sat down at the tables. So I'm glad you were still like lower because they were able to sit down, enjoy your music, eat some food, all that fun stuff. But I kind of stayed towards the back of the bar most of the night. I try to make my rounds, but um, so I didn't hear a lot of your music. I mean, I wanted it for others.
Oh, you might
So,
have to come out. You might have to come out to one of the next couple shindigs,
well, Kyle, yeah.
gala
When
events.
when is the next show? I feel like it's soon, December
Well,
3rd.
so sooner than that,
Oh,
I'll be at when is this airing?
well, be careful because this is going to air the week of Toys for Tots, so you're probably looking at November 30th.
Okay, looking at the board. So yeah, I got December 3rd at the V spot. Hashtag Vinny.
Hashtag Frank.
Hashtag LaRue shots with Vinny. I don't know.
I
I
was
never did that.
uh,
He's never done a shot with me.
I've had some shots with the guys at the V spot, and let me just say,
Yeah, I'm lying. I've definitely done some shots with
yeah,
Vinny.
I know you have, but I was uh, what's the word I want to use here? I'm just gonna say it out loud. Frank
But
spit whiskey directly into my eyeballs. It was horrible.
hang on.
We were we were doing shots.
Like at the bar.
No,
Like accidentally like he like
it was not on purpose. It
okay
was
so he
me,
like
Frank. We're three of us were hanging out, having a good time. He throws the shot back. I don't know if it got caught in his throat or if he was like whatever. But literally, I'm like if I'm here and like Frank is like here and we're talking, like like whatever, like we do the shot and I pull the shot glass down, look at Frank and he's spitting the whiskey and like directly into my fucking eyes. I'm not even joking. This is like it's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's not embellished. It's it burned so bad. It was horrible.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. So
I've only
Frank,
met I've
thanks.
only met Frank
Thanks.
once. I've only ever met him once.
He likes to be behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's like a phantom in the night.
Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah.
But
No, so
be careful. Be
that's
careful doing
actually that
shots.
I said the third. That's December 1st. That's a Thursday.
Oh, okay.
That's the first. That's right before Toys for Tots.
Okay.
So then Toys for Tots, Anthony and I will be playing our hour at Senunas
Okay.
that day on the 3rd.
Right.
And then December 16th, we're gonna be at Bruise Brothers.
Oh, you got a lot of shows coming up.
I do, yeah, there's some stuff. But the like I said, the one I'm like pretty excited for because like I said, I love doing the original songs.
Gotcha.
We doing that jam with Tori.
All right. So January 14th is an original set at the Jazz
Yeah.
Cafe with Tori V and the Karma. You got some dates coming up where it's the fun, the songs everyone knows and that stuff. But important date, December 3rd, Toys for Tots. We have Franklin's, River Grill, Vesuvio's, Senunas, Downpour, Beer Boys, Rodano's.
Rodano's is their thing. There's no live music at Rodano's, but yes, the other spots, yes.
And then the V spot. We're wrapping things up with a emo night with Caveston and DJ Hirsch.
Yes.
So what's the logistics behind that? Show up with a toy and your mission is free.
Yeah, so listen, I don't want it to be like a crazy thing here. We're doing a charity. Last year, I was spread a little thin, and I did bounce around a little bit, and it was tough to. Last year we spread it out, and I will be honest, I didn't have a ton of people watching at the doors, but I also there were bouncers at the bars doing their job. So like I did ask them, hey, ask these people if they want to donate anything, or they can get give an unwrapped toy and just give them a wristband to walk around with. Then they walk into any of the other bars, the bouncers or the people at the door know that they've already been into one of the other bars. It's not a big deal, people. If you could give $1, that's great. We're still going to give you the wristband. You could get into all of these bars, no problem. You can go in and you don't have to donate. But I mean, I encourage you to, please. And if you could bring an unwrapped toy, that's even better. Save some time. We send that right out with the Marines that night. They're going to come down with some trucks and grab everything and get it out of here. We raised thousands of dollars in the last few years, and we appreciate everyone coming out to the events and all the musicians that donate their time to help make it a thing is awesome. So like, it's a little nonchalant. Come on in, please give something if you can. If you can't, I'm not going to fight you on it.
Right. Well, it's one of those things. If you can go out to the bar, right? If you can do that, maybe. And hey, if you have $20 to spend at the bar, understand times are tough. Maybe sacrifice $5. Go to the dollar store, grab a $3 toy off the shelf, bring it to the bar, donate to a great cause. You're gonna hear some great live music. It's cover charges, are typically $5 to $10 to see the kind of caliber music that you guys have going on. So buy a $5 toy, buy a $3 toy, bring it,
Yeah,
donate it, and you're in. It's simple. It's maybe it's one less beer that night, but like you can go to bed happy knowing that you you made a Christmas for a kid who's less fortunate than we are. So
yeah, I mean, seriously, for anyone saying this, like, we had a couple really great years, got a couple banging years. It's easy to get people to donate here. I mean, I don't have to really say too much. We're gonna have QR codes hanging around all the bars that the music's going on. So they're gonna be in the bathrooms, they're gonna be on the walls. If you don't have cash on you, we're gonna have QRs at the door.
Oh, so people can just donate via
donate,
oh, cool.
guys. Don't donate anything.
Sure.
Anything you can, we appreciate it. Everything
cool.
counts. So yeah. And we're really excited to get this going, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I mean, it's your fifth year. Obviously, you're doing something right. Obviously, it's a great community event. So I started this podcast off by saying you're a great human being.
You are
And
Popko.
no, I mean, not everyone is going to take the time and the effort to put something like this together. And it might seem like, easy for you because you have the connections, you have the ability to play and donate your time. But like organizing this, putting it all together, doing the PR, doing the Facebook posts, and doing all that, it takes time out of your day. It's easy, right? But it's still time. There's still value there, and not everyone is doing it. So thank you for being a contributing member of our society.
Dude,
And
I am more than happy to do it. Do you remember the line?
the
Do you
line,
remember the line? Yeah, do you remember the line I made you say the last one?
the last time, no.
It's from Spider-Man.
Oh.
Dude, say it.
Uh, hold on, I'm drawing a blank. I've had a couple of Mad Elves with
All right,
with great
well,
power comes great responsibility. Is that it? Oh, we're chugging beers.
that's the one. That's the one, Popko. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody do your part.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
take
easy.
much.
It's easy when you do your part, man. We got this. It's going to be a great event.
Cool. I hope so, man. December 3rd. Maybe I'll find a babysitter, take the wife out on the town. Her birthday is the first.
Bring the
Or
baby to the party.
bring the baby to the party.
Who
Baby to
brought
the
the baby
baby.
to the party?
Bring the baby to the bar. You won't look. You won't. No one will look down upon you.
Nobody's going to make you wait for a drink.
You know what's really cool or really wild? You could take a baby to a brewery and no one bats an eye. You bring a baby to the bar, no good.
No,
No,
no.
you can't do that.
All of a sudden, you're crazy. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, you're the bad parent.
I'm not smoking cigarettes in front of the kid. Jesus Christ, I'm just having. Yeah. No,
No, seriously,
Kyle.
Popko, thanks for having me on, and thank you for giving me a platform here to talk about that and everything. I love talking about you, talking about all the other stuff with you too, man. It's great, but importantly, like this event is a great event. It's gotten bigger. I appreciate that you've reached out and helped me promote it the last few years.
Sure.
Even just sharing it. Anybody watching this, if you see the posts about the event in the next 2 weeks, please make sure you share it. All the musicians are about to be putting this down, so keep your eyes peeled and let's make it another great year.
Yeah, sharing that costs you $0. So think about that. If you can't afford to buy a toy, if you can't afford to be out that night, or you're not available that evening to be part of the festivities, share the posts. It goes a long way. And Kyle, thank you again. Best of luck to you at your future shows. Best of luck to you on December 3rd for Toys for Tots. And then January 14th at the Jazz Cafe. That's gonna be an awesome night. Hopefully, at that time of year, the holidays are crazy. I mean, I'm booked out between now and the end of the year, but January tends to be a dead time. I would love to see Tori V and the Karma. I have not seen her yet. I reached out to her about being a guest on the podcast. She was into it, so I'll have to kind of touch base with her again. Maybe we can do it ahead of that. Tori, if you're listening, hit me up. But that'd be a cool night. So hopefully I'll get to see you guys then.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it, man. I hope so.
Well, buddy, hopefully I'll see you before Christmas. But again, best of luck for Toys for Tots. Enjoy the holidays with your family. I hope Santa Claus is good to you. And of course, a very happy new year.
Popko, you too, man. I know I'm going to talk to you before Christmas, but
I hope so.
For the sake of our PR, happy Merry Christmas to you and your family, brother.
Buddy, I love you.
Everybody, with great power comes great responsibility. Do your part, man.
Buddy, I love you, man. Take care.
Love you, dude. Peace.
All right, we'll see you.